California's latest left-wing push could force bacon, yes, bacon, off the breakfast menu.
No!
Yes, Steve.
No!
Panic is ensuing in studio. At the start of the next year, the Golden State will begin enforcing an animal welfare proposition, Prop 12, requiring more space for breeding livestock, and pork producers across the country won't be able to sell in California if they don't meet the state's strict new standards. Here to detail the consequences for both producers and consumers nationwide, President and CEO of Christensen Farms, Glenn Stolt. Glenn, thanks so much for being here. You're one of the biggest family-owned pork producers in the country. What does this mean? First of all, your company, do you meet the guidelines that California sets? Would you be able to send pork to California?
Well, good morning, Pete. The reality is no, we are not currently set up to meet the requirements as of January 1st, and I don't believe a lot of producers are. Not only given the fact of the capital requirements to adjust our systems accordingly, but also as it relates to the animals that we have in our herd as of right now and whether they are actually compliant as well.
Wow. It sounds like you're not alone, Glenn, because just 4% of hog operations nationwide, 4% currently comply with California's new rules, and 15% of all pork consumed in the U.S. is consumed in California. So it's a huge market, and only 4% of the country is able to meet it. You said capital requirements. You're saying you're going to have to spend millions if you want to change the way you do your pork production. Is what you're doing right now inhumane? I mean, that's the implication of this law.
Well, this requirement, this ballot initiative was led by animal activists, and it certainly seems to me and others that the animal activists misled hardworking Californians really on the backs of animal welfare and kind of this naivety that continues to grow in today's consumer as it relates to where their food actually comes from. And they did that. It's almost like the wolf wearing sheep clothing in the approach and how they did that. And it's really kind of an agenda of veganism and anti-meat. To the cost perspective, yeah, I mean, for us to convert our system, and mind you, Pete, the rules, the actual requirements of the rules still have not been finalized yet. They're looming to a deadline here come the first of the year. Would cost the industry, if we all converted, would run hundreds of millions of dollars for what really will not, in our opinion, do anything to improve animal welfare, to certainly improve environmental stewardship, worker safety, as well as food safety. In fact, in some cases, it actually backs those initiatives up after decades of progress across pork production.
And as for consumers in California, and I would presume across the country, it just means bacon and all pork products are going to get more expensive, right?
Yeah, that's correct. We would estimate that you could see initial prices up as high as 30 to 50%.
Wow.
But I think what's most important to note here, particularly in California, and this is true in other parts of the country, is pork is a desired cuisine and by a lot of diverse populations. So African Americans, Asian Americans, certainly the Hispanic population,
yes,
they use pork as a staple of their diets in their house.
It's a great point. We got to leave it right there.
We're
We're out of time, but thank you for enlightening us this morning. Appreciate it. Let's save the bacon.